Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Florida Podmen Advent Calendar. Behind today's door, cookies. Opening up the door reveals a cookie. This could be chocolate chip cookie. This could be any type of cookie, I guess. Just those dough things. But we all know what a cookie is. We all know what a cookie is. When I go for, like, if I'm getting like a cookie, I quite like them when they are a bit like, you know, they're not crisp. They're soft,
little gooey. Yeah. Here's a question for you before we get into this.
Yeah.
So obviously you're British. Sorry to inform you. You use the term cookie. So where's the dividing line for you between a biscuit and a cookie? What's a biscuit? What's a cookie?
This is what I was just about to get into. So we have these.
Sorry if I've ruined your story.
No. It's not ruined the story for sure, but it's nice to know this because you get those biscuit ones that are like chocolate chip cookie biscuits, and when you snap them in half, crunch, right? All the way up to probably about 10 years ago, that's what British people thought were cookies. But what we since got, like supermarkets started selling, were big round discs which are like doughy. And those are now what we say.
Well, almost like a home baked kind of thing. Like you can get this. You can get a. Again, we've I don't know if we talked about this in the past or whatever. We have talked about it ourselves about the Florida Podmen cookbook, which is again something we're working on. So we'll have a Florida Podmen cookie recipe and also a Florida Podmen biscuit recipe. The only difference is you just leave the biscuits in a little bit longer.
Yeah, or you could do. Option 3 is do what this Florida man did in today's story.
Segue, I like it.
Right. I wouldn't do this. So the headline tells us everything, so I'll come back to that. As usual, I like to do that. I like to return to the headline. Here we go. There's nothing like a sweet story of Floridian chaos. Now, I
agree.
I'm already, my ears pricked up at this, or my eyes did. Now,
I pricked it.
This is a story of an intoxicated man who burned down his house while trying to bake cookies on a George Foreman grill.
Amazing.
Now, there is intoxication, naked, flames, the use of a celebrity.
And you know what? And in our cookbook, the rule is in our cookbook, everything has to be cooked on a George Foreman grill. Doesn't matter what it is.
And an element of nakedness. Like, you have to be 50% naked. His nudity only describes half of the weirdness. According to the local report, the man admitted to drinking 2 litres of vodka, smoking marijuana since 9 a.m. that morning. It doesn't actually return to what time it is, so it could have been like 5 past. But anyway, the blaze started when is described as being foolhardy. Our foolhardy hero decided to bake cookies on a George Foreman grill, and he's like, I really fancy cookies. I can't go out. I've been drinking. I know. And then it just and he didn't stop. I've got to put my socks on. No, I've got to go. Right. So he left the cookies unattended for too long. Eventually the grill caught fire. He attempted to put out the fire with dry towels. Because
that's a genius idea.
What's better way?
Here's your pile of dry leaves in my back garden. I'll just throw those on and hope that puts the fire out.
Yeah. Put it out with some petrol. When the fire department showed up at the scene, I imagine that most of them just shook their heads. Flames are going.
Hey Larry, how's it going?
But yeah, this is great. Okay, and I don't want this man to have lost his world. You know, drug is a hell of a drug. But he opens the door. He opens the door to the fire department and then says, "I'm sorry." and then shut the door again. So he opened the door, "I'm so sorry," shut the door again. The police eventually escorted him from the inferno, while firefighters put on oxygen masks to battle the flames. The fire department said he would most likely have died from excess smoke inhalation had he not left the building. The man, on the other hand, was too blitzed to notice. Now, it doesn't say how the cookies tasted, unfortunately. I think he got the Paul Hollywood handshake. And that's your cookie for the cookie day. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.